Hello everyone, I'm Tanvilari from Team Worktez. I'm team lead. So today I'll be explaining you what Worktez and giving you a demo on it. We'll discuss about overview of Worktez, introduction and why we use Worktez, its features, architectures we need, commands we need, technologies, applications, advantages and future works. So generally in an organization, if we need to track the progress or we need to organize our work, or if we want to do it individually, mostly we prefer using notes or to-do lists to make a list of things we need to do and then go with it. But if it's an organization, we cannot work with a to-do list to handle everybody's work and track their progress. So a software that is customized to monitor our work and progress and everything would be a better solution, which can increase the productivity and we can handle the deadlines well. So such software is Workday. Workday is a Scrum management tool which we built to track and handle the program or workflow within any organization or for an individual. We can give our work or track our work using it, and we can improve the way of handling Scrum. If you have multiple people in an organization, we can handle the work done yet and work that is not done yet. We can sort them and we can plan our strategy according to that. And a Workday is a single page application which uses Angular for easy routing and navigation. We can create, assign, and edit tasks to anybody with the proper deadlines. If we create a task to somebody and assign it to them, they can log their work. So that way we can handle their progress and we get to know how much work they've done. So we can plan our work, and if there is any task dependent on them, we can plan it accordingly. We can also assign the priority and difficulty of the task, so we can have a way of how when to do and which task to do. All the activity that we do in the website or in the task can be filtered and tracked to APIs. We fetch the data from backend using the Firebase. We use NoSQL for this and our architecture. The Angular UI, we use REST API for the APIs, and we call the method using the HTTP callable. And then the our librarian file performs the database queries to NoSQL database, which returns us with the results. And then we display the responses or the collection of data we got from the API. We also provide authentication using the Firebase, and we use Firebase storage for the storage capacity, and we store to store any files. And the requirements to install a code or use it on your system is you need a 64-bit operating system on your Windows, or mostly we prefer updated Ubuntu or Linux. You need to have an updated browser, a code editor IDE. We prefer VS Code. We work on Node engine, so we prefer 12 to 14 version of Node. A latest version could be fine too, and NPM version of 6 and latest, Angular version of 11, and the latest version is 13. You can use that. And we need a Firebase account to locally host your app and access the local host and your app key. So the programming languages in cloud we use HTML5 and CSS for UI. Angular is the framework we work on, and we use Angular with TypeScript. Usually people use Angular with JavaScript, but TypeScript has more advantages than JavaScript and provides us with more packages and modules. So we use TypeScript. And as Firebase is a NoSQL database, we have more advantages and we can use it very well. So we opt to Firebase. And if we need to use our code on any system, we must run all these commands. First, we should clone our get repository and then add the upstream to our original repository by using these commands. And the working of all of these commands will be explained in a video later. You can have the reference to that. So advantages are we can track our progress. If a person works on some part, if we say if a person works on the 50% of the part, we can log our work saying that we've completed this much of the work. So your managers or your team lead can open the task and see, okay, this part of work is done and it's productive and secure. And we can also manage our timelines very well. So we can have alerts and notifications on our tasks, on when tasks are created. We can also assign the deadlines. We can sort and categorize our tasks. It is easy to use. We have different teams for different departments. Like if in case of an organization, we have different departments like marketing, development. So we can have different teams and we can manage their tasks differently. A task can be cloned multiple times instead of creating it every time. We can also migrate tasks from one sprint to another sprint or one team to another team. Generally, we work in sprints. A sprint is a span of 2 weeks. So we have to finish our work in a sprint, which can increase our productivity and the timelines will be followed well. And future works, we're working on security enhancement and we're working to integrate Flutter. We already have a repository which has Flutter too. We're working on enhancing the Flutter integration so we could do well with that too. So as a conclusion, Workdays can be an efficient way to handle a scrum and manage a workflow. Instead of using different apps to get a single task done, we can replace all of this by a single application, which is Workdays. We can easily track the work we do and increase our productivity. And here are few references to the official documentation of Angular, TypeScript, and Firebase. And this is our website, Workdays. Now we're on this board page. Usually whenever we open this website, it lands us on my dashboard page. First, it lands us on home page. Then when we log in, it lands us on the my dashboard page. This is our home page. We have all these features inside in the website. Now, if we go to dashboard, a dashboard shows the tasks which are assigned to you and your progress. And this performance chart is your progress in every sprint based on the story points. Story points define the complexity of a task or a difficulty of a task. And if we go to boards, this shows all the teams we are enrolled in, and this shows all the sprints we are currently have. It has a velocity chart, a sprint burndown chart, and team performance chart. This team performance chart generally shows the performance of the entire team in every sprint based on the story points. We can also filter using this filter option, so we can track our individual progress. This is a sprint burndown chart which shows the story points which are done in this many days. It gives an analysis of the tasks done. And this velocity chart gives us the analysis of the story points in the start of the sprint, in the middle, and in the end of the sprint. And this is our boards page. We have a menu here, which gives us the options active sprint, backlog, and deleted. Active sprint is a current sprint we're following, which is a span of 2 weeks. And backlog is the tasks which are on hold and will be continued later. We put them into the backlog, and deleted section contains the tasks that are deleted. This auto schedule allows us to auto schedule this sprint, which so this will be marked as completed immediately on the last day. So if we go to tasks, we get a list of tasks of everybody in the team. We can also sort them based on the status, assignee, title, and everything. We have 3 types of symbols in priority and difficulty, which are high, low, and medium. So we can arrange our tasks and do the ones which have high priority first. Every task has its unique ID and a title and assignee, and we have a status, and the progress is shown here based on the work you've logged in. So if we open a task, we can log our work using this icon, which shows log work. We can provide the hours of work we've done, and we can provide the percentage we've completed, and we have status of 5 icebox. It represents that we haven't started the task yet, and ready to start shows that we are about to start the task and we are collecting some resources or getting ready. And under progress represents that we started the task and it's under progress. Blocked shows that currently we put it on hold. We can continue with it later, and completed says that we already completed this task. If in case the task is related to coding, we'll mark it as completed when the pull request gets merged into the code, and we can click on submit. Then we'll get a work over here. It shows the activity. Here we can edit the task. We can edit every detail on this task if we need to. Then we can also clone the task, add few links into the task. All the links added will be shown here. We can also attach a pull request to this task, so we can immediately, whenever we merge a task, it will show here that the task is completed. We can add a subtask to this if there's any dependency, so we can track them through this easily. We can also delete the task here. The progress bar over here shows us the timeline of the mentioned task. If we generally provide an estimated time of some task for a generalized task. So whenever we log on every work and we give an hour, it shows the estimated time, and this shows the log time LT, and this shows the remaining time. The timing will be reduced based on the time we logged in, and this progress bar shows us the work we've logged in. We can upload documents from here. We can also give any comment on this task. If we have any doubt or if we need any help, we can just give a comment so people can check on it and help us. We have a filter over here. We have few options like assignee, project, priority, status, difficulty, and sprint. We can filter based on these options and go through a task. If there are a lot of tasks, we also have a paginator where we can choose from different tasks, and we can choose how many tasks we need to be displayed on a page. We can switch to other team, and it displays us the sprint in that team. Currently, if we have a sprint 29 in development team and we are going with the sprint 9 in UI team. So we have a task evaluation page where we evaluate our tasks and move them to other sprints or other teams. This is our sprint 9 in the UI, and if we click on load more, it shows us a sprint 8. We can transfer, we can drag and drop this to the other task or other sprint. So we can immediately change the sprint based on the evaluation we did. And we have a Kanban board where we can change the status. Currently, it shows us the tasks which are under progress, but if we need them to go to blocked, or if we need them to be under ready to start or icebox, we can drag and drop them to this section instead of changing everything individually. We have a filters page where we can give a filter and enter the assignee. So it will show us the tasks based on that. We have a my organization page. The organization you are enrolled in will be shown in this page. So currently I'm enrolled in this organization, so it shows this. It also shows all the teams under this enrolled organization. We can integrate our repository with this team, every team. We've integrated a Worktez repository with this. We can add members from here. We can also update our team from here. This is the team page. We can handle our labels that we have in the team, or add a default label or add a new label here. These are the members of our team. and we can create a new team from here. The documents can be which are uploaded into the team will be shown here. And here we have the team members with their images. This is a proper for create new task. We can provide the title and all the details in here, and we can create a new task. Now, if we create a task, it will go on to UI, but we can select any team we need to create that, and we can also give the sprint number. And this is the social page. Here it displays all the posts or comments we have done on the social page. This part displays the number of posts and number of stars given by a user. This section displays posts from all the users in the website. Then we can see we can give a star on this. It's similar to the like option we have. We can also comment on this. And this is our profile where we can create a new organization, and we can go to our profile. We can edit our profile and give all the details like email, GitHub profile, LinkedIn, phone number, and everything. And when we click on this, the changes will be saved to the backend too. This is a section which has education, work experience, project, and skills. When we click on this edit option, we can add a new skill here, and we can add our education, work experience, and projects. We can also edit our profile picture using this icon. And this is our Worktez organization. If you're enrolled into more than one organization, we can have a list of organizations to choose from here. And this is a milestone graph. We can add milestones here. We can create few tasks and add them as milestones, and give this contains the date of this sprint we've added it, so we can finish them soon. So this is we also have a feature called quick notes where we can add few notes if we have any task to do later, or if we have something that we need to remember, we can just add it here. We can enter the title note, and we can enter the description, and we can just save it. It will be added to there. And we can also create a task from here with this title and with this description. We have a build where the entire information from our repository and the internal release information will be displayed over here. It contains the bugs and features and all the release data. And we have a source, terms, contributors, privacy, and copyright data too. So this is our website. And thank you for watching this.